class. In this video we are going to learn about decimal numbers. Last video we learned about the place value of decimal as well as the expansion form, right, and how the equivalent form as well as conversion of decimal numbers, right. So in this video we are going to learn about addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. So let's get inside the topic. So to add decimal numbers we have to follow certain rules so that it will be easy for you. The first rule is that write the digits of the given numbers one below the other according to their place value, such that all the decimal point are in vertical line. So when you write one below the other according to the place value, when I say place value, ones should be written in ones place value, tens should be written in tens place value, and thousands as well as in 10,000s. Same way in decimal points, it is tenth, hundredth and thousand. So you should not change the places. Okay, so that point you should be clear and be careful. Second one, once you have written the number one below the other, then you can do the addition process. So you can add like how you add a normal whole numbers, right. And third one, put the decimal number, put the decimal point to the sum vertically below the other decimal point. In the sense, after finding the answer, don't forget to put the decimal point in the place where it is to be inserted. Okay, so let me explain you with an example so that you'll have some clarity. So here I have a sum. I need to add 14.02 and the second number is 198.3 and the third number is 394.051. So I need to add all these three decimal numbers. So how to add? So first step, you need to write the number according to their places, right. So first number is 14.02. So I have written 14 points. So you can see here. So I have written 14.02 first, right. Yes. So the next number is 198.3, right. So here 198, 1 is a 100 place value. So we have started with, this is ones and this is tens, right. So my number here starts with 100, right. So I'll start from the 100 place value. So you should not write below the tens. Okay, that's what I said. You need to write the number according to the place value. So I'll start with 100, then tens and ones place value. 198.3. Okay, so 198.3 is my sum. So I'll write 198.3 as it is. Okay, so I'll explain you why I have given 0 here at the end. I'll explain you at the last point. So now I have written 198.3. Now third number is 394.051. So I've written 394.051. So I've written all the numbers. Now if you see here, in whole numbers I don't have any problem, but in decimal number, the first for the first decimal number it is 10th place value, then 100th place value it was. For the second decimal number it was only 10th place value, but for the third decimal number it is 10th place value, 100th place value, and I have a 1000th place value, right. So when I add, suppose if I don't have this 0, then at some time we may misled in the addition. So to avoid that, in the places where I don't have numbers, where there is empty, have put 0 there. So when I put 0 there, the value doesn't change. So see, 14.020, but still the value remains as 14.02. Okay, 198.300, still the value remains as 198.3. okay, so by inserting 0, the value doesn't change. Okay, so just to avoid the misconception or any mistakes while adding, so that's why I have put 0 there. Clear? So now I'm going to add. So normal addition, 0 plus 1 is 1, 5 plus 2 is 7, 3 plus 0 is 3. Then point is there, so that's what I said, point should be kept in a place where the point should be kept. Then 8 plus 4 plus 4. So what is the answer? 16. So 6 I have written here and 1 as a carryover. So that way I have given in a different color to ensure that it is carryover. Okay, so I have given in green color. 1 I have written at the top. Now 9 plus 1 plus 1 is 20. So 0. Balance 2 I have written in different color. Now 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6. So what is my answer? It is 606 371. Understood? So it's like normal addition, like how you add numbers to the same method. Only thing you have to keep in the mind is that place values. You should not change the place value of the number. If you change the place value of the number, then your whole sum will go wrong. So that alone, for example, so here I have 14.02. The next number is 198. You should not write as 198 like that. This is wrong. That is what I said. You should not write 1 below this one, because this is tenths value, but this one represent hundredths value. Okay, so that's what I said. You should not write like that. So tens should be written in tens value, hundredths value should be written in hundredths value. Clear? Fine. So this is how you add decimal numbers. Clear? Fine. So now we'll go for subtraction. So how to subtract? Subtraction is also the same process. Write the number one below the other according to the place value, and then do the normal subtraction, and don't forget to keep the decimal point in the place where it should be kept. So like normal subtraction, how you do know, the same method you have to do for decimal numbers also. Let me explain you with an example. So I have to subtract 191.765 from 843.92. So what is the rule for subtraction? Bigger number should be at the top and smaller number should be at the bottom. So I have written bigger number 843.920 at the top and 191.765 at the bottom. So now I'll subtract, right? So 0 and 5 I can't subtract. So what I should do? I have to borrow. So from 2 I have to borrow. So 2 will become 1 and 0 will become 10. Right? So 10 minus 5, what I'll get? 5. Now 1 and 6 I can't subtract. Why? 1 is smaller than 6. I can't do that. So I'll borrow. So from the previous number, what is the number? 9. So from 9, when I borrow, it will become 8 and 1 will become 11. Okay, so that's what I written 11 there. Okay, so this red color represent the borrow. Okay, the numbers which we borrow, so I have written in different colors, so that's why I given red color there. Okay, now 11 minus 6, what I'll get? I'll get 5. So I've written 5 here. Now 8 and 7 can be subtracted. Why? 8 is a bigger number which is at the top and 7 is smaller number which is at the bottom, so I can subtract. So 8 minus 7 is 1. Okay, now I have to keep the decimal point and then go to the previous number. 3 minus 1, 2. 4 and 9 cannot be subtracted. Why? Because 4 is smaller number, 9 is bigger number. So from smaller number I can't subtract bigger number. So what I should do? I should borrow. So from 8, when I borrow, 8 will become 7 and 4 will become 14. 14 minus 9, what I'll get? 5, and 7 minus 1 I'll get 6. Clear? So what is my answer? It is 652.155. Did you see? Was that easy? Yes. So for addition as well as subtraction of decimal number, there is no changes. Just do like normal, how you do a normal addition and normal subtraction. The same way you have to add and subtract. Only two things you have to keep in mind. One is the writing the number according to the place value. If suppose there is empty number, if there is no number, then you can put 0 in that place. Clear? So to avoid confusion. And second thing, don't forget to keep the decimal point. So these two things alone, keep it in your mind while doing addition and subtraction. Clear? So I hope that in this video you have understood how to add and how to subtract decimal numbers. Let's meet you all in the next video with an interesting topic. Thank you everyone.